Good morning, day 60. Though it might not be exact, we are going to celebrate today. It's been 2 months since I started this trail. Whoop, whoop. Celebration. We're gonna celebrate today. Look at that great view. For the last couple days, I've been hiking around Boxer Mom and Otis. That's the Boxer, obviously. And also Superior. And just want to give a little information about them. Boxer Mom and Otis, I passed them like by 6:30 yesterday morning. And I told Boxer Mom Otis looked really thin. And she said he didn't want to eat his breakfast that morning. And he had also growled at me when I came up to them that morning. And she said he had just started doing that. And I kind of just ever so nicely told her to kind of give him a watch. Because they had been doing a string of 20 days. And she said that as they were getting close to their camp last night, he started to whine, and I think he might be reaching his max. He was just kind of getting a little pooped out, and she wanted to do 21 miles yesterday because when they resupplied, she got his dog food right, but screwed up her resupply, and she didn't have enough food, so she was trying to push bigger miles to get through this section a little bit faster. And so we talked a little bit about how dogs are not really designed to move constantly all day long. They kind of like to stop and rest and, sniff and then move on. And it's hard to gauge, what mileage they can do or how many hours on their feet they can travel. And I tried to just gently get her to start thinking that maybe he might, be reaching his max. So, since she wanted to go farther than me yesterday, I expected to see her. And she had even said, "I'll be right behind you." I never saw her all day. So, I don't know if she decided to do a shorter day and someone gave her food, or if she got off trail early to resupply, because we did cross a couple roads. So hopefully everything is okay with them. Hopefully she's taking care of Otis. I'm sure she is. She seems like a very good mom. And then also Superior, I've been seeing her for the last couple days. And I finally, I learned that she was actually sort of hiking with her cousin's husband and his father. Strange little combination, but hey, I guess they heard through the grapevine, through the family, that all of them were planning to do the AT. So they ended up starting together, and Superior said she did most of the hiking by herself, but the last few days, they seemed to be traveling more as a group. And they bombed past me after lunch, and at the creek crossing, they stopped to change shoes because they had camp shoes. I don't have camp shoes, by the way. And so, they were like, "Oh yeah, it was 2:30 and I had 8 more miles to go." So I just kind of said, "Hey, are you pushing it so that you can get to McAfee Knob before the weather?" And she said, "Exactly." And I gotta say, that little competitive part of me was getting perky at the idea, but that was as far as it got. I think I'm really starting to settle into myself, because the old me would have been like, "Yeah, let's go, let's just burn the walls down and get there. And the new me that's starting to definitely become more established was like, yeah, but there's other great attractions before that, and I want to be able to enjoy it, and I also have to resupply, so it would really be a big push that last day, and I'd get to McAfee Knob all exhausted and wiped out, and maybe not even before the rain came. So I'm pretty proud of myself with that, because I am really starting to let that go and just realize I can't do it all. I can't be fast and enjoy the trail. It's just not possible anymore. And it may never have been possible because I was just, I got injured. So, just sharing what I'm thinking about this morning in celebration of 2 months out here. I made it this far. I feel really good. And I kind of feel like, for me, the secret is that I have to feel like it's easy for as long as I can, because it's going to get hard. I don't want it to be hard before I've gotten even halfway through this trail. It can be hard for like maybe the last quarter, or not at all. I might just show up at Katahdin thinking the whole thing was easy. Oh, that's a joke. In all seriousness, though, I do kind of think that's a little bit of a secret. I definitely don't think this trail is easy every day, but I do have little bits of me that do say it, and I think that's when I'm well rested and ready to go again. I think that, for a while I've been beating myself up thinking, I should be doing closer to 15-mile days and blah, 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 but the trail really does not allow that, well, one, precise number, and two, I'm not staying at shelters, so I tend to go, where the trail allows me to camp based on water and campsites. Even the shelters are not spaced out 15 miles precisely. Some days are, 11, 13, 16. Anyhow, the point I'm trying to make is that I'm beginning to realize the way I'm doing it might just actually be the right way for me. I'm doing a little bit bigger miles than I want to. Seems like this leg, 18, and that 120 have worked out pretty okay. I mean, I'm going into this 0, not totally trashed. There was one day I kind of felt that way. And if it weren't for the rain, I probably would just take a Nero. For Four Pines Hostel, I could have totally camped at. If it weren't raining, it's not really exactly the way I want to spend even a Nero in the rain, but never mind that. Point is, I think my rhythm, what's working for me is to just let myself rest. Like, a lot of people will take a rest day on the trail, and I kind of feel like for me, I just need a full down rest of no activity. Or, walking around town is like enough for me. So it kind of is working. Obviously, if you're on a tight budget, doing it the other way, just taking a rest day on trail where you do low mileage, is probably the right way to go. But for me, I have a little bit more flexibility there, and I think you just get a little more rest when you don't do anything for the day. Like, you just walk around town for a mile or two. Easy walking. And so I'm going with it. I think that's going to be pretty much the way I go the rest of the way. And I'm not going to fight it. Not that I've been fighting it. But, yeah, that's my rhythm. That's the pattern that I think I'm going to stay with and not fret over. And that's how I'm going to hike my hike. In a way, doing the bigger mileage days in between the full rest also satisfies that little portion of my brain that is still hanging on to the competitive, athletic component. And that's good. I'm happy for that. Kind of satisfies that, and then I can, stay balanced and rested and on top of my game. Thank you for listening to me. I think I kind of figured all of that out. So I think that I can do 18 miles a day at this point with an occasional 20. And as long as I get my Nero Zero or whatever combination of that, I think I'm at that level now. So thanks for listening. Brief little weather report and body check. Weather is sunny and clear, and temps are somewhere in the 40s. I am wearing just my synthetic jacket and no gloves today. Not bundled up, no hood over my head. It's the perfect hiking temperature right now. And I think that I'll be fine without any precipitation right up to when I get to my resupply point. Body check. I'm feeling pretty darn good. I'm pretty excited about that. Feet were a little tender when I first started walking this morning, but nothing I would classify as pain. No Advil since yesterday morning, so we're all good there. And the balls of my feet are feeling really good. It's just overall foot tenderness that I'm having this morning. So I honestly don't even really need a 0 at this point to heal them up. But that's what I'm getting. All right. Looks like it's getting a little cloudy over there already, actually. It's probably going to progress throughout the day. Today, now the rain is supposed to start at 5 o'clock. It was originally 2, and before that they were saying 1. So, I'm good for today. I'm actually really happy that I'm not going to be hiking all day in the rain tomorrow. Because that would have been the first day of a 3-day leg. And that's always hard. It's pretty easy to walk all day in the rain when you know the next day you're going to be in a dry place. So, happy there. So the first highlight in this section is going to be Dragon's Tooth. And Dragon's Tooth is the first of the Virginia Crown. The Virginia Crown consists of Dragon's Tooth, McAfee Knob, and Tinker Cliffs. So this is why I've been whining on and on about the weather. It's just, pretty highlighted part of the trail. Oh my God, I am so excited right now. I haven't seen one of these in years. Years. Mom, what do you think it is that I just found? It's a lady slipper. Look at how gorgeous. Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh my God, surprise number 2. $700 miles. I can't believe it. This one crept up on me again. All this other great stuff going on today. 700! Woohoo! Ah, so good. So good. Just 13 or so 100 more miles. 700! Back to the rocks. Rocks, rocks, rocks. Fun times here. Whew. I don't know if this represents just how steep this is, but we've got some scrambling to do. Well, I'm crawling like molasses. I keep checking my phone to see how far I've gone. It's been challenging and technical trail the last couple miles. Lots of distractions. The trail smells so good with all of the lily of the valleys. And I just have to say I'm so glad that I decided not to push on to try to get to McAfee Knob today because of the weather. I definitely made the right choice. I'm so glad I'm taking my time on this section. There's so many good things here to enjoy. It's also really hitting me now. All of these flowers bringing back so many memories from my childhood. My mom, you were just a big influence there. Lilies of the valley, when we were kids, just sticking our noses in there so we knew what they smelled like. Finding the Ladyslippers and making such a big deal out of them and how that it's illegal to pick them. So many great memories. So wonderful seeing all of this stuff. And the reason why I'm on this trail is really coming through right now. I wanted to do this trail so I would fall back in love with the East Coast. It's so working. For days now I've been feeling it, so I'm really, really happy to be back here on the East Coast. Spring on this side of the country is really, really magical. It really has a way of grabbing your attention and making you want to stay, regardless of what the winters are like. this guy. Very cool. I don't know what he's doing. Trying to make his escape, I assume. Go on, go for it. Go on. Go on. Go. Go. Get out of here. Come on, make a run for it. Go on, I'm not gonna hurt you. Go on. Go on. Head on out. Go on. There you go. You're not a fast moving fella, that's for sure. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. This is not just one tooth. This is a whole set of teeth. Wow. Very, very cool. Look at that. Excellent. Excellent. Wow. I imagine you can scramble up these things.
Come down, make some room so see if you like.
Okay. Look at that. Wow. Hey everyone, I just want to give a very big thank you to John and Chris. They just did all the filming while I climbed up the dragon's tooth. Where are you guys from?
Texas.
Oh, nice. What part?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth. I lived in Houston for 3.5 years.
Very good. Well, that's not Fort Worth.
Yeah, I know. I had a friend who lived in Grapevine, so I've been to the chaos of Dallas-Fort Worth.
He's North Carolina.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, I hope that you guys get out on the trail next year. One of you just retired. You can make it happen.
See y'all.
Okay, bye. I was just leaving Dragon's Tooth, and a couple other thru hikers came up. And whenever there's a dog, I gotta film it. So this is Diesel. Diesel! Hey, Diesel! And then we have Farmer and Turtle. All right, well, you enjoy Dragon's Tooth. It's phenomenal.
Will do.
It is really good. All right, bye. Not much of an exaggeration there. This day just doesn't stop giving. Oh, look at this. The rhododendrons are finally blooming. Gorgeous. Extremely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the Four Pines Hostel down there. All right, fun continues. We're almost to the road though. Oh yes, more fun. I thought you were somebody else. Hey, Church Mouse is here too. What are you all doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm tired. Do your knees hurt?
Not really.
Oh my gosh. Oh, to be young again. We'll see each other again.
Yes.
I think that's a pretty good indication that I'm walking in the right direction of Four Pines. Here we are at Four Pines. Hello.
Hello.
This is Four Pines Hostel. Wow. Huh?
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I tried it here and it gets quiet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's nice.
No TV.
No TV.
Hello, Mother. No TV. If it's here, I'll watch it. If I don't have it, I don't get it.
Careful, I don't want to step on you, little one. All right, okay. I know it, I know it. You're so cute.
What did you think of that last 6 months?
Awesome.
Okay, hi everybody, this is Sun Kissed, and she just had a long day hiking the AT. I believe it was Dragon's Tooth that you just did today? Yep. That's a really hard vertical climb up and down. How many miles have you done so far?
I did just, 704, something like that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so she's just taking a break at Mac and Bob's in Salem, Virginia. And I think she got some points with her husband's hotel, so she is stopped. This is why she stopped here, but I'm glad she came to see us. And she just had some tuna and rice and some vegetables, a really big meal, and now she's topping it off with a sweet Megan. Yay! So she's about to dig in. All right.
Thank you. So this is the girl behind the voice. This is Maggie. She's been wonderful to me. Thank you for everything, Maggie.
Of course. Nice to meet you.
And you know what? I want you to tell me real quick about the restaurant up there that closed.
Okay. So yeah, typically people go to the Home Place, which is out in Catawba. That was a popular spot for thru hikers. It's like a really old house, and I wish I could give more proper details about it, but they're just known for their southern cooking and a friend of mine's family actually owns it. They're my neighbors.
Oh, really?
Yes, so it's a real like community here. They're known for their fried chicken and their mashed potatoes and green beans and all that.
And tell us the importance of that restaurant outside of the hiker community.
Oh, everybody here loves it, and we come here after church, but a lot of people go there after church too, and that it's just been around for so long, and everybody knows everybody there. So we're really sad that it closed down, but happy that Sunkissed came here instead. And I didn't say this, but this is actually my family's restaurant. So,
Oh, it is?
Yes, Bob's my dad.
Oh, really? Well, now I really feel honored. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Good evening from day 60. Wow, today was really a celebration day. It was just a super, super awesome day. So many wonderful things. All the beautiful flowers, the Ladyslippers, the lily of the valleys, and then the azaleas, and the rhododendrons. Dragon's Tooth. Seeing the trio again, Sparks, Church Mouse, and Stealth. So many wonderful things. It was just, well, I can't forget, hitting 700 miles. What more could you ask for in a celebration for 2 months on the Appalachian Trail? So super, super happy today. The day was just fabulous. I got to Four Pines Hostel about, like 5 of 1 o'clock. And that was what time I arranged with Sprocket to shuttle me down into the Fairfield Inn in Salem. And that's where I'm at right now. Somewhere along the way, I did catch some hitchhikers. So it seems I have a bit of a ant problem now. It's not severe. I'm sadly killing the ants as I come across them, but unless they multiply rapidly, I should eventually get rid of them. They could have gotten into my bag this morning while I was in camp. I just don't know. All I know is I did not have an ant problem yesterday, and hopefully I will not continue to have an ant problem. It's not that many. I just hope they don't call all their friends and tell them that there's a party on the 5th floor of the Fairfield Inn and Suites. That would not be a good thing. But hopefully I'll eventually get them all, and they'll be gone by the time I leave here on Saturday morning. I just finished up a great dinner at Mac and Bob's, and if you're thinking of through hiking the trail and you get to this area and you got rain in the forecast and you want to hop out of it for a day so you can get the good views at McAfee Knob, I highly recommend coming down to Salem if sleeping in a bunkhouse is not your thing. The Four Pines Hostel seemed really, really nice. I would have definitely stayed there if they had private rooms. It's just the bunkhouses are not really my cup of tea, and I had the opportunity to stay here on some points, so here I am. Let's see, body check. Yeah, the body was kind of hurting today. It's just, I'm just not in my 20s. I asked Church Mouse and Sparks and Stealth how they were feeling, and they're like, yeah, we're ready to go. And I'm like, whoa, I need to take a deep breath. But I'm really okay with it. I really feel like I'm starting to settle into my own person about how my body handles things, and really I'm listening to my body now, and I'm respecting it. That's me. That's my body. That's what I've been given with. And I will continue with my history to give a little background as to where I am with all of this and why I feel like I'm in the state that I'm in right now. perhaps tomorrow I will do that. But yeah, I feel like I'm at the point where I am accepting it and I'm doing what I can and getting things done in the way that my body is willing to let me do it. So my top priorities right now, I feel like when I start to feel something acting up, I need to back off. And if I can't do that on the trail, be it because of lack of water or I don't have enough food, or whatever the reason is, if I can't decrease my miles on trail, then I need to get off and take a Nero or a Zero. And so that's what I'm doing. The pain in my heels kind of was just throughout my foot today. Today's terrain was challenging. It was super fun. I loved this stuff. I love doing this kind of stuff, but it was challenging. Steep climbs, steep downhills with lots of rocks. So yeah, my knees are sore, but I'm all okay with it. I'm just gonna take my time. That was the way I designed this hike, and I'm gonna follow through with that. And I'm probably gonna lose my friends for good, but I'm just so happy that I got to have the time I did with them, and maybe I'll meet new people. I mean, that's part of this whole journey, is you're constantly weaving in and out of different groups. So I'm excited to see who else I'll meet. Also to report on Boxer Mom and Otis, sounds like they may have jumped off trail at an earlier road crossing sometime after I saw them yesterday morning. So it sounds like Boxer Mom understood that Otis didn't like doing 20-mile days and something needed to change there. So I have not seen her. I heard this from Sprocket, who is the shuttle driver and works at Four Pines Hostel. Just glad that Otis is getting the rest that he needs. And hopefully they'll be back on trail and ready to go. I think for now, that's it. I will talk to you more tomorrow because I'll have lots of time on my hands while I take a Zero. It already started raining pretty much promptly at 5 o'clock, as the forecast said. So I've got my fingers crossed that Saturday is going to be a winter day to get in McAfee Knob. Saturday's also going to be busy with tourists, or day hikers, but we are all out here to enjoy the same trail. We all just enjoy it in different ways. So I am going to welcome their presence. Okay, I am off for a good night's sleep. I will talk to you all tomorrow, day 61. Good night from day 60, 2 months. Woohoo!